You know what the best thing about Monday is? It's 5 whole days till I have to put up with another Saturday.
Well, you don't like Saturdays?
Not after the last one.
What happened? Was the concert lame or something?
Hey, it was great. Jason talked for the whole 2 hours.
Hang on, you went to the concert with Jason?
Yeah, well, Brittany canceled out on me, right? So I had an extra ticket. Jason offered me $20 for it. Boy, was that a mistake. I got a 2-hour lecture on the history of rock and roll.
Well, look on the bright side. I mean, you probably learned something.
Oh, yeah. I learned what happens to bad people after they die. They go to concerts with Jason. You know, I probably deserved it. I mean, I wrecked my relationship with Roxanne because I wanted to go out with Brittany. Then that blew up in my face.
Well, live and learn, I guess.
Of course, this doesn't mean I've got no chance with Brittany at all, right? I mean, she just canceled one date. So that doesn't necessarily mean she never wants to see me again.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, you can still be hopeful.
But on the other hand, I wouldn't exactly call it a good sign.
No, probably not.
Great.
So, you haven't asked me what I did Saturday night.
Other exciting evening bussing tables?
Oh, not quite. As a matter of fact, I blew half a week's pay taking someone out to dinner.
Yeah? Who was that?
Ashley.
You're joking.
Now, why would I joke about something like that?
Well, I mean, last I heard, you guys weren't even talking to each other.
Well, I guess your information's a little out of date. We talked things through on Friday, and now it looks like we're going out together.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah, it suits me pretty well.
I mean, that's really excellent. It's nice to hear someone's personal life's going okay.
Hi.
Hi.
So, how's it going?
Fine, thanks.
I'm glad.
So, how's things with you?
Oh, not bad.
Good.
I mean, not exactly great, but, you know, all right. We've sort of lost touch lately, haven't we?
Yeah, I guess.
Feels kind of strange. I mean, we used to talk about all kinds of things.
Yeah.
I kind of miss that.
Look.
Go ahead. I mean, if there's something you want to say.
No. No, it doesn't matter. I guess I should get going.
Yeah?
You take care, huh?
Sure. You too.
Hey, don't have a cow. I'm just borrowing some paper. I'll pay you back.
Help yourself. Why should I get mad over a couple of pieces of paper?
Well, because you always do.
Oh, come on. I'm not that bad.
You sick or something?
Don't be silly.
Then you must want something.
Why would you think that? I mean, can't I be nice to my only brother? So, hey, I haven't really had a chance to ask you about the concert. How was it?
Pretty good.
What did Billy think?
I'm not sure. He really didn't say much. I think he was still pretty upset about the way Brittany canceled out on him.
Well, can you blame him? I mean, what Brittany did was really lousy. If he's smart, he'll ask someone else out next time.
I guess.
So listen, does Billy ever talk about who he might like to go out with?
Not to me.
But he must say something. You know, which girls he likes, which girls he doesn't.
Hang on. Are you trying to ask if he ever talks about you?
Of course not. I just meant like girls in general.
I don't believe it. You mean you have a crush on Billy?
Don't be ridiculous.
It's true. Oh, this is great.
I do not have a crush on Billy Simpson. And get your thieving hands off my paper.
It kind of looks to me like we've got ourselves a worried soccer coach.
You figure?
Well, we've got a game this afternoon, and he calls a special meeting for lunch hour.
Probably just wants to give us a pep talk. Tell us to keep up the good work and stuff. I mean, we've been doing really well, right?
Still, if that's all he wanted to say, why would he need to call a special meeting?
Come on, you know what coaches are like. They have to call a meeting every couple of weeks just so they know what deep thinkers they are. I'll see you later.
Hi, Pepper.
Oh, hi.
Big game this afternoon, huh?
Well, it's a game. I don't know if you'd call it a big one exactly.
It must be great, playing on the soccer team.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, I mean it. That's a pretty major accomplishment. Actually, I thought I might come out and watch this afternoon.
I didn't know you liked soccer.
Oh, sure. I like it a lot. I guess Dave comes out to the games, huh? You know, since he's your brother and everything.
Yep, he's been to every one so far.
Well, if he's there this afternoon, I guess I'll have to sit on the other side of the bleachers. I mean, I kind of get the feeling that I'm not exactly Dave's favorite person.
Well, you'd know more about that than I do.
But he must say something, right? You know, about what he thinks of me?
Not a whole lot. Look, if you want to know the truth, Dave hardly even mentions you. And as far as I can see, it's because he still finds the whole subject kind of painful. Because he was really hurt by what happened.
I've got peanut butter on stale bread and a brown banana. You want to trade? I didn't bring a lunch. Good. Take mine.
Listen, about the geography project. Have you got a partner yet?
Not yet. Okay. Well, I've been thinking about what you said the other day. You know, about you and me being partners. I guess that'd be okay.
Yeah?
I mean, if you're still interested. Hey, it sounds good to me. It'll be fun. What could possibly be fun about researching the Amazon rainforest? Sounds like nothing but hard work to me. Well, that too. Still, might be a way to get my mind off other stuff. Stuff like what? Nothing really. No big deal. Just stuff. I guess I'll see you later.
Have you seen Russ around?
No. You need him for something?
No, I was just wondering if he was feeling better.
I didn't know he was sick.
I dropped by his place on the way to school this morning. He said he had a bit of the flu or something.
Is he really sick?
No, nothing to worry about. He said he'd probably be at school by noon. So I was just wondering if he'd arrived. So, have you seen Stacy lately?
Why?
Oh, no particular reason. I was just, wondering. Okay, so there is a reason. It's because she was asking me about you this morning. In fact, she was trying to figure out if I knew how you felt about her.
Why would she care about that?
Well, I kind of got the feeling she felt pretty lousy about the way things turned out. In fact, it sounded like she might want to be friends with you again.
Well, basically, I'd just like her to leave me alone.
Do you really mean that?
Well...
Because if you don't, what's the point in saying it? Hi, Billy.
No, it's you.
What are you reading?
Oh, right. Yeah, well, I was planning on bringing my 4-volume history of nuclear physics, but it was just too heavy.
Hey, chill out. I'm not criticizing. I read comics too. You know, I really enjoyed the concert.
Good.
Didn't seem like you were having such a good time, though.
Well, it was just that the music was too loud. Every once in a while, it started drowning out your lecture.
I guess you were still pretty upset about Brittany, huh? You know, the way she canceled out on you.
Hey, no big deal. I wasn't totally sure I wanted to go out with her anyway.
Yeah? Well, my sister will be glad to hear that.
What's Jennifer got to do with it?
Well, to be honest, I think she has a crush on you.
Are you kidding?
She was pretty jealous when she found out you and Brittany were going out. And this morning, she was trying to find out if I knew how you felt about her.
Jennifer has a crush on me? Well, that's hilarious. I mean, that's your sister. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Tell me something. What are you supposed to do if you can't figure out how you feel about somebody?
Ask Ann Landers.
Yeah, right. Dear Anne, I'm confused. Please tell me what I'm thinking. Signed, Hopeless.
Let me take a guess. Are we talking about Stacy here?
Yeah, who else? She was talking to Pepper this morning. Pepper says it sounds like she wants to patch things up.
Well, it's great. Isn't it?
That's just the point. I don't know. I mean, one minute I think that's what I really want, but then the next minute I don't think I want anything to do with her. Pretty pathetic, huh?
I wouldn't call it pathetic. Just sounds to me like you don't want to get hurt again.
So what am I supposed to do? Spend the rest of my life pretending she doesn't exist? I really liked her, and maybe I still do, but I'm just not sure how to handle this.
You guys are not going to believe it.
What's up?
I mean, you're absolutely not going to believe this.
Hey, we're listening.
We just had a meeting. You know, the soccer team. Mr. Wallace gave us this huge lecture about how the Stars aren't paying enough attention to the defense. So this afternoon, he's putting in 3 new starters. And I'm one of them.
Hey, that's super.
Yeah, it is. Well, almost super. Only trouble is, Mike is one of the guys getting benched. And I'm the one taking his position.
But I thought he was one of your top scorers.
Yeah, he is. But I guess that's the problem. The coach seems to think he doesn't care about anything but scoring.
So, how did Micah take it?
It's hard to say. Just kind of sat there looking stunned.
Well, it's kind of tough for Micah, but it's not your problem, right?
Well, I don't know. Micah thought he was doing really well. And now all of a sudden, he's not just getting benched. He's getting replaced by a girl.
He's getting replaced by a girl who happens to be a really great soccer player.
Yeah, well, I sure hope he sees it that way.
So, where were you for English class this morning? Too tired to get up?
Not exactly.
What about gym? Did you miss that one too?
You're in the same class, Chris. You should know.
Only if I was there myself, which I wasn't. Decided to take a little break. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing much. It's just... You make it sound like you're doing someone a favor when you show up to class.
Are you saying there's something wrong with skipping classes?
Well... yeah, basically.
Yeah, I should have figured you'd have said that. After all, you're kind of a dork, aren't you?
What was that all about?
Who knows? I guess Chris figured it was my turn to be insulted.
Lucky you.
I haven't decided whether he acts that way because he can't stand me or because he can't stand anybody.
He acts that way with all of us. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, I guess.
Good afternoon, sweetheart.
Dylan, what are you doing here?
Things are getting a little boring over at Ari's, so I figured I'd apply for a job here.
What, as principal or something?
No, I figured I'd start out small, like vice principal. Take charge of discipline, that sort of thing. Actually, I'm just on a 45-minute break, so I just thought I'd drop by and say hi.
I'm glad.
So, you feel like dropping by Ari's later on?
Of course. It won't be until about 5 o'clock, though. I got a meeting.
Let me guess. Social committee.
Yearbook committee. Social committee meets on Wednesdays.
I thought you'd given that up, trying to serve on every committee in the school.
Yeah, well, I guess I got back into it. Still, it's not every committee. There are at least 4 I've got nothing to do with.
My girlfriend, Hillside's model citizen. Anyway, I'll see you at 5.
Hey, have you forgotten something?
Like what?
Think hard.
Oh, right. Mine like a sieve. Sorry about that.
Just don't let it happen again.
I thought you escaped. What are you doing back in prison?
To tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind being back. It's kind of funny. I hated this place when I was here, but someone gave me a second chance. Yeah, well, there's no point in getting into that.
Maybe next year.
Right. So listen, I was wondering actually, Matt's moving away at the end of the week, right? So has anyone organized anything?
Like what?
I don't know, like some kind of send-off?
Not as far as I know.
Well then look, why don't the 2 of us do something about it? So what's wrong?
Nothing. It's a great idea. It's just kind of funny coming from you, considering how you and Matt have spent the last few years despising each other.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid, huh? I mean, I spend all that time hating the guy, and it's not till he's all set to move that I find out what he's really like. You want to know the truth? I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah. Same here.
Man, I was so sure you guys were gonna lose.
Tell me about it.
2 minutes to go, and look who boots the tying goal.
I was so terrified I was gonna miss. Or fall flat on my face.
You played it perfectly.
Talk about dumb luck.
Hey, talk about a good shot. Hi, Micah.
Yeah, hi.
That was a great goal, wasn't it?
Pepper's goal? Yeah, not bad. Had a perfect view of it, too, from about 10 feet out. Staring into a wide open net.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Well, nothing in particular. Just that it's usually a good idea to pass the ball when you have a teammate wide open. Even when that teammate's just a substitute.
Hey, slow down. How can you criticize someone for scoring a goal?
That's not the point. All I'm saying is I was open. What if you'd missed?
But she didn't miss.
Exactly. And what if she had passed and you'd missed?
How could I miss a wide open net?
Micah, don't you think maybe you're kind of overreacting here?
No, I don't. When you have a teammate wide open, you pass the ball to him.
Especially if you're just a girl. Is that what you're trying to say?
Of course not. That's got nothing to do with it. Look, you guys just aren't listening to what I'm saying. Sure, she scored. And sure, that tied the game. But even so... tell me something. Am I sounding like a total jerk here?
I don't know if I'd put it quite that way.
I think I would.
Yeah. Probably got a point. Tell you what, maybe we could try this whole thing over again?
Sounds good to me.
Great. So let's back up to the point where I came through the door. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Hi, Micah. Good to see you.
Hey, great goal.
You're not gonna believe this. I was just on my way out of the school and the principal called me over. He said he wanted to talk to me.
About what?
Well, that's what I wondered. I mean, it's not as if me and him were old buddies or anything. So we went into his office and he asked me if I'd given any thought to enrolling in an alternate school.
You mean like the open space? Schools like that?
Right. Schools for kids who don't seem to do so well in the regular system. Well, he said he didn't think I'd need to go to a school like that permanently, but he figured it might be a great way to start. Just get back into a school and try to make up for the time I've missed.
So would you want to try something like that?
Are you kidding? I'm going to call him first thing tomorrow. I mean, think about it. If I get accepted and I work really hard, well, I might be able to catch up enough to transfer back to Hillside next fall. So what do you think?
Well, I'm not sure.
Why not?
Trouble is, you wouldn't be a dropout anymore. And that means I'd have to ask myself, could I really handle going out with the guy who had his act together? Dylan, I think it sounds just great, and I'm really proud of you.
Listen. I kind of wanted to apologize.
Don't bother.
I never should have said anything to Billy, and we never should have laughed.
Who cares? I don't.
Well, I do, and I feel terrible.
Look, I don't care how you feel. And I don't care what you and Billy think of me either. I just couldn't care less. Billy's a stuck-up snob. I'm glad he doesn't like me, because I can't stand him. Next time you see him, you can tell him that. And right now, just get out of my room.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I heard.
And what did you hear?
Well, I heard you were pretty shook up. You know, about the way Billy dumped you. That was really too bad. I mean, it kind of hurt me, too.
Yeah, right.
I was really rooting for you and Billy. I mean, you guys made such an excellent couple. I was really hoping it'd last forever.
Chris, tell me something. How come you're so determined to prove that you're the biggest jerk who ever lived?
What are you staring at?
Look, I know this isn't exactly my business.
Then stay out of it.
But tell me something. How come you always act this way?
What's it to you?
Why can't you just be real with people, Chris? I mean, do you really hate everybody, or do you just think that everybody hates you?
Hey, where do you get off? I mean, what makes you think... Oh, you don't understand anything.
Look, I know things haven't been going so well for you, but there's no point in taking it out on everyone else.
It's easy for you to say.
I mean, it's your life.
Exactly. Then stay out of it. Hey, cut the drama. I barely touched you.
I know, I'm just feeling a little dizzy, that's all.
Hey, you okay? Oh, forget it. I couldn't care less how you feel.